Hello, viewers. Welcome to my channel. Viewers, in today's lecture, I will tell you about the spiritual, mental, and self discipline benefits of yoga, which has been taught by my yoga guru during my recent visit couple of months back to Rishikesh for learning yoga and meditation. Whatever my guru has conveyed me pertaining to the spiritual, mental, and self discipline benefits of yoga, I am conveying you as a prasadam for you pertaining to yoga. He told me, viewers, during my session in Rishikesh, most people only understand the physical aspect of yoga, which entails stretching and stances to limber up the body and improve posture. But there is more to it than that. It also has a profound impact on a person's life because of the way that it changes the mind in three unique ways what my yoga master Guruji told me. He told me, if you want spiritual awakening here in itself Rishikesh, and if you master yoga, then spiritual awakening will be very fast without first controlling your body with the practice of yoga. You cannot get faster spiritual awakening in the Himalayas where you have visited. He told me, although yoga is not a religion, this ancient practice can have an effect on a person in a spiritual sense because of the seven spiritual laws that yoga students are taught to follow. These laws act as guide to help people find the path to inner peace through love and compassion for themselves and others. Guruji told me, for example, one of the laws is about karma. It refers to the idea that the way that we treat other animals and humans comes back to us. This is the first time I learned from my Guruji in Rishikesh that laws of karma and yoga are very much interrelated, interdependent. So he told me, so in other words, if we act with kindness, we will receive kindness in return. I am awakened after listening my yoga guru's lecture. He says yoga is a part of spiritual awakening. Yoga is a way of God realization. When you control your body via yogic practice, you come into contact with supernatural power. He mean to say the God, the Almighty, faster. He told me later on that mental focus and clarity is another aspect, part and parcel of yogic practice. Then I asked him, Guruji, what is that? He said, yoga emphasizes the importance of regular meditation because of the way that it helps a person to keep their thoughts positive. Anytime that a negative thought comes through during meditation, it is gently pushed away by refocusing on breathing and relaxation of the body. This is very important to maintaining emotional health since many cases of stress, anxiety, and depressions are caused by the inability to see all of the good things in life. So, by learning to guide one's thought back to the present moment, these negative feelings will subside. What my yoga Guruji told me in Rishikesh. I am regularly visiting Rishikesh for meditation, spiritual practice. And this is one of the finest lecture I can't forget. And I decided today to convey you also the prasadam which Guruji told me via this lecture has enlightened me that yoga is not a physical exercise. Yoga is much more than physical exercise. It is a spiritual awakening. When you control your sense organ, you reach to the door of God. When you do not control your sense organs, you reach to the door of demons. Then he told me other means of relaxation can also range in, like gardening, exercise, and hot baths are great in conjunction to yoga. Then he told me what others things in yoga which you can convey me. See, I have come from a long distance. Then Guruji told me self-discipline and control. He told me, and a large gathering, by learning to control one's thoughts and physiological response to surrounding stress, a person can do more than they ever thought was possible. Yoga helps people to become more mentally and physically disciplined so they can let go of fears or situations that have been holding them back from what they want to achieve. I was so happy to listen these things, and I am enlightened by the blessings of my yogic guru. Because without guru, you can never master in any science or any subject, and yoga without guru we can't learn. The Guruji enlightened me by his lecture. Then he told me one way that this is done is by using a mantra during meditation. Are you listening, viewers? One way that is done is by using a mantra during meditation. Along with me, a large gathering was present there for yoga and meditation. They all received mantras from world over. In Rishikesh, Guruji told us one keyword or phrase is focused on during each session. The person repeats it aloud or in their mind. This helps to permeate it into the subconscious to make success in that area happen more easily. Yoga also teaches that if someone begins to see the world around them as a constant source of energy that they are tied to, then they can tap into that energy to be able to manifest their desires. This contributes to a change in the common mentality of being stuck without hope because of self sabotage. Thanks, viewers, for your patience. I am sure whatever I have learned in Rishikesh from my Guruji during yogic session, meditation practice with people from all around the world, his lectures I have conveyed you. I am very sure the prasad, the blessings from Rishikesh is reaching to you via this medium of YouTube. Subscribe my channel, share my channel for more talks which will follow shortly. Stay in touch. Bye bye.